Hello, hello, it's Michaela, and I'm coming to you from my bedroom again, and I have something to admit, guys. I let my inner voices win, and I ordered a bunch of viral products from Instagram ads that I just can't escape from. These products just seem to follow me every single where I go. Every time I open my app, there it is, hello, the same things over and over again. So finally I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna, the first like 5, 6 ones that come up, I'm just gonna order them, buy them, test them out, and let you guys know how they are. So here we are. I'm in my pajamas, and we're gonna have a little girl talk, figure it out, and see what we all think about these. So first off, we have Mayleys, and you can see I ordered quite a few things. The main reason that I ordered from Mayleys is because of this stuff right here, and I'm sure you've seen it. It's the Mayleys Get Dreamy Whip. So overnight toning body whip, and they advertise this for like looser skin, stretch marks, put on your booty, your lower stomach, your inner thighs, all of those lovely things. It has milk thistle, magnesium, chardon marie, and another form of magnesium. I'm not really sure, but the consistency is really, really nice. So I've had it for about 3 weeks now. And that is actually one of the main reasons that I decided to do this. You can see I've been using it, try it pretty religiously. Is you can try it before you buy it. So I paid $5 and had all of these things shipped to me. And then if I decide to keep them, then I pay, the price. But if I'm not happy with them, then I can return them. And that is kind of where I'm kind of stuck. So I have had this for, like I said, a little over 3 weeks, and I was actually going to return it, but then they offered to let me keep it for a little longer. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because I just can't tell. I think that I love the consistency of it. It's a very silky, almost shiny, and it's thick, so it feels really good on your skin. I don't love the smell. My husband also doesn't love the smell. And on top of that, another issue too is it's the type of like lotion and the type of results that just don't happen overnight. So I'm just not sure if it's working or if it's not. And for like the $50, I think it is, I'm just not convinced yet. I don't know. I can't decide. I almost want to keep it and just try the whole jar and see if it's worth it or not. I'm just not sure. I took before and after photos. So I have the photo when I started, and then I have a photo of 3, almost 4 weeks that I took today for you guys, so you can kind of see side by side and let me know what you think, if you think it worked or not. I just can't tell. But it is really cute. I love the packaging. I love the idea of try before you buy. And they actually sent several other things. So this is the only thing that I particularly picked out and ordered. It came with this free little Mayleys bag. You can't really see it because it's white, but it has the Mayleys emblem and logo embroidered on it, which is really nice. And then they also sent me this, which I didn't even open, Get Wild Body Mist, just because there's so much fragrance in it. And I'm just not a huge fragrance person, so I knew this wasn't going to be for me, so I just didn't even open it. But it is really cool that they send you all of these lovely things to try, and I don't know, I guess the thing is they're hoping people don't return them, because then they, have to charge your card for it. And the more products you put in people's hand, the more likely they are to like some of them. But it is still a cool concept. So they sent this, and I didn't even try it. Because I just don't like stuff like that. But let's go ahead. We'll try it together. Yeah, no, it's not for me. It's a very sweet scent. It's a full-on body mist. It kind of reminds me of like high school Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works stuff. And that's just not my vibe these days. So the Get Wild Body Mist by Mayleys is not something I would recommend, and is something I definitely will be returning. The other thing they sent me was this. It's the Too Fine clinically proven face sculpting serum. So you can kind of see it there. Super cute bottle. I actually love the applicator of this. It is a metal applicator, and it feels fantastic on your face. However, again, a common theme, and this is something I think in general that if this wasn't such a common thing, I'd be more willing to keep and try some of these products for a longer time. The scent is extraordinarily strong, so I don't love the scent. And again, in this 3-week time, I didn't notice a difference in the way that my under eyes look. So I don't necessarily know if I can say whether this works or not, but I can say that in 3 weeks, I haven't noticed a difference. So you can kind of, you know, here's a close in on my face now. You can still see I have, you know, these little under eye, I don't know if you want to call them bags, whatever, but that's what this is supposed to target. And I just can't with full faith and say that it did anything yet. So this will be returned, but I would, again, if anybody from Mayleys is listening, I doubt it, but if they were, if you remove fragrance from some of these things, I'd be a whole lot more willing to try them for an extended period of time. But the smell is just so strong, I can't handle it. Okay, so this is later, Michaela. This is just a few days after I had filmed this original video, and I wanted to talk about the Mayleys products again. I'd show them to you, but I don't have them right now. They're actually in my car because I've been trying to return them, and it has not been an easy process. So their whole motto is try before you buy. And I thought that was great. You pay $5 shipping and then you get a 2-week or 3-week period to try it out. Great. So I originally did that, and then I decided, I don't think this is for me. This is really pricey. I'm not seeing any difference. I don't want to keep this. So I went and tried to do the return, and they're like, no, we understand it takes some time to see something. So we're going to go ahead and give you another 14 days. I'm like, okay, great. I love that. Let's try this some more. So I did. And I decided I was going to keep everything, but I was going to keep the Dream Whip and then return the other stuff because they weren't really what I wanted anyway. They just kind of threw them in my order. Next thing I know, you know, the 21st comes down, which was the day I had to make a decision by. So the 21st came out. I logged on, said I want to send it back, and there was no option to return it. And I'm like, this is odd. So I pulled up my email that they sent me, and it said, you know, I had until the 21st. Apparently, the return window ends, or their trial window ends at 7:30 a.m. So if you don't do or enter your return on the day they say it ends by 7:30 a.m., they won't do a return. So I've been going back and forth with them because I think this is ridiculous. And the worst part is like, I want to keep the most expensive product. I just wanted to return the other two, which I never wanted in the first place. I never asked for them, and they already charged me. So I'm out $102 for crap I don't want. So I'll be honest, I will not try them again for probably anything. I'm pretty salty about it because I think that it's just kind of a scam that they say the try before you buy and all of that. And they kind of go at you from the back way and like, 7:30 a.m. and I've looked through everything. I can't find anything that says the time. So my most recent exchange with them was like, hey, where is this set at? All the email said was that I had to make a decision by April 21st, which I did. And then I've been going back and forth with them for a week now. They just keep delaying me. And I'm like, hey, I'd like to return these products still. I'd like to return these other products still. So even though I think the Dream Whip probably is a good product, I will not be repurchasing, and I probably will not be supporting Mayleys again. And I'm sorry, Mayleys, if you do see this video by some chance. I'm really disappointed, and I'd love for somebody to reach out and see if we can make it right, because I just don't think that's how you should treat your customers. I never wanted the other two items anyway. You said the 21st, and I reached out. Anyway. Rant over. I will not be buying Mayleys again. This is another item that just got advertised to me over and over and over again. And it is actually a Berber brush. So it is a bristle brush that is kind of like a Mason Pearson brush. I don't know if you've heard of Mason Pearson brushes, but they're about $200 or $300, super expensive. So it's a dupe for that, but it's just still almost $80. So I can't believe I spent $80 on a hairbrush. But bad news, guys. I love it. It's totally worth the hype. So the idea of having the two different types of bristles is it takes all of the oil from the top of your hair and distributes it evenly throughout your hair. This has prolonged my days between washes for my hair. I mean, I could go a week if I wanted to. I don't, but I could now. I don't know how it works, this magic, but it does. And when you brush your hair, it just leaves it silky and smooth and beautiful, and it doesn't brush the curls out. It just stretches them just enough, takes all of that frizz out. I can't recommend it enough. And I know that's like a weird thing to say because it is, you know, a super expensive brush, but it is so nice. And they actually have hair growth serums and different things like that, which I am considering trying. I know it's expensive, so I can't really decide if I want to really, you know, go down that road or not. But if you're considering a boar bristle brush, I can't recommend Berber enough. You can get it through Nordstrom and a couple of different places. And this is one of those Instagram viral ads that followed me that was worth the hype. I love it. You can pry it out of my cold dead hands. It's great. So the next products I'm actually wearing right now, and I will record a video next time I put it up so you can kind of put it beside this so you guys can see the difference. But this is my new daily go-to. So unfortunately, again, I am telling you that this viral ad was worth it and worth the hype. So it is the Dermatology Universal Tinted Moisturizer SPF 46 Protect and the Dermatology Luminous Eye Corrector SPF 41. So it's like a tinted moisturizer and a concealer duo. So I bought them in the duo. I got them on sale. I think it was like $43 for both, which is almost half price, I think. They do the cool ads where the woman's coming out of the pool and it's like, bet you didn't think she could have a full face of makeup on in the pool. And then she like just puts it on her face, you know, beautiful, great, all that. The bottle is huge. It feels so expensive and luxurious, and I love it. It feels great on my skin. I think it looks pretty flawless. Like I just have tinted moisturizer on, guys. That's it. Tinted moisturizer and concealer. I can't complain. Like, this is crazy that I'm able to get these results with these two products and one other product, which I'll mention next. But I'm really, really impressed. And again, I think this is something that is 110% worth the hype. I actually love the applicator of this as well. So this is the concealer. You can see that I've used it. And it again has that metal applicator that just feels great on your skin. You just push it down, it comes right out. You do it like this. I take my little brush and dab it in, and it's just really, I like it. There's not a huge color selection, but I found it really easy to match, and it is more of a sheer coverage, so it doesn't have to be that thick. So I feel like you're not as determined by the color. But then this is the pump for this, and again, it's just so much product and it works really, really well. I really like it. The next product that I just mentioned is another one that unfortunately was worth the hype. I don't even think I've seen any actual ads from Colleen Rothschild about this. I've just seen other influencers talking about it. And finally I was like, okay, girlfriend, like I got to see what that is. Let me try that. Because again, I do have, you know, darker areas under my eye, and they bother me. And I thought about getting Botox, like all of that, those different things to see what I could do to kind of draw attention away from it. And I just hadn't committed to anything. I wanted to try other options first, so you know, this is where this came in. So it's the Colleen Rothschild's Illuminating Tinted Eye Cream, and it's in this like beautiful pale pink color. I love this. So I put this Dermatology face tinted moisturizer on first. I come in with a tiny little squirt. Again, this is a squirt applicator. You need a smallest tiny little bit. Put it under both eyes. Again, I'll do a video so you can kind of see how I do it, and then a before and after, because it really makes a huge difference, and I would have never thought so. But again, it's just like, again, it's actually pink, but for my skin tone, it works really, really well. And then I come over it with this, which I just think kind of seals it up, and it gives it that a little bit more flawless look and take some of that pink tone away. But I don't know if there will be a day that I don't wear this, because it just makes that big of a difference. It takes all the darkness under my eyes away, and that's kind of a huge deal, because otherwise you're putting, you know, all that concealer on there and it can look so cakey. It's really hard to get away from it, especially somebody from me, because like, full transparency, I'm not the best at makeup. That's not my forte. I do the best I can, but it's just not like my skill set. It's something I'm still learning, and like, your girl's not the best with skincare. Like, I'm just trying it as your average girly, kind of seeing what it's like and if it works for me. And unfortunately, guys, this works and is also worth the hype. Okay, coming at you from my bathroom, and we are going to do a little demo, I guess, of using these 3 favorite products that I was just talking about earlier. And then after that, we'll try this lip combo, which I cannot escape on Instagram. So first off, I'm just gonna show you what I do. So I am not in any way, shape, or form a makeup specialist. I'm actually kind of terrible at it, I think. But you know, c'est la vie. I still wear it, and I still kind of try to do that. I don't wear a full face of makeup every day, so this is actually the vast majority of what I wear. Sometimes not even this, but I would say since I've had this, I've actually worn this every day, even to work. And I used to not wear any makeup to work, so this is a really big deal that it's made that big of a difference for me, that I feel like it's worth it to do it before I have to drop my kids off at daycare and make it to work on time. So I start by using this, which is the tinted moisturizer we talked about from Dermatology. I think the shades
They're rather transparent. I mean, I think they definitely give you coverage, but I think you have a lot of flexibility with the shades because they blend in very well. So I don't think it's a huge deal what color you get. I got, let's see. I have no idea. I don't know where it says it actually. I'll have to look and put it in the description. But it just says Protect, Glow, Prevent. And this is the Universal Tinted Moisturizer with an SPF 46. And yes, SPF 46 is super random. I have no idea why they would choose 46. I guess that's just how it comes out too. But I do find that really random and unique. So you just put a few drops everywhere. And you can use beauty blender, brush, whatever. Your fingers really if you want. I use this brush. It's a Morphe, an X Jaclyn Hill JH03. I've had it forever. I like it. I think it does the job just fine. And then I just blend it out. Again, this isn't rocket science. It's not that big of a deal because it isn't full coverage. So you're not worried about, you know, making sure that everything is completely covered. We're just giving ourselves a little skincare with a little extra glow added on, which is all I can ask for. But yeah, so I just kind of go around my face and get it all in there. And that just takes a few minutes, nothing crazy, not even a few minutes. I just kind of slop it on if I'm being completely transparent, but you know, we are who we are. But yeah, so there we go. That's what it looks like once you put that on. Again, it's very sheer coverage, but it does give you that glow, and I like it. That's all I feel like I need. I don't think it needs any more. It does give you that glow. Again, it's not full coverage by a long shot, but it gives me just enough to feel a little bit more confident. And that's all I'm really looking for right now. So this is my magic in a jar. So this is what covers up underneath this, you know, dark area right here that I'm so self-conscious about. This color corrector, a little goes a long way. Oh my gosh, you can see I need to get my nails filled in. Oh, that's a little telling. Sorry, guys. And I just pat it in right there where that dark color is. And it is pink, but if you have a complexion similar to mine, I think that's fine. If I have any left over my finger, I just put it on my eyelid. I think it just is a nice base in general. And then I take a concealer brush and I just tap, 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 tap it in. And I go a little bit lower because anywhere where that dark was, that's what I want to cover. So there we go. That's the color corrector on that side. And then we put it over here. Again, just tap, tap, tapping it in. And I think it makes a really big difference. And even if it doesn't, it makes enough of a difference that it makes me feel more confident, which in the long run is all I'm really looking for. And yeah, so that is the color corrector. And then I come back with this, which is the Luminous Eye Corrector, which is more of like a makeup concealer. But I think that having the color corrector already on there makes a really big difference. So I just tap that in. And it has this nice brush, which you can use too. So sometimes I'll go and just put it like that, or, you know, just like that. Again, oh, that was messy. I didn't really do a good job with that, but that's okay. It's kind of the part of the point of this is it doesn't need to be perfect. Nothing here is going to be perfect. If you're watching me for makeup tutorials, I'm sorry. I will not be perfect. But yeah, I just do the exact same thing and tap, tap, tap it in. And almost done. Again, I'll go above the eyelid too, just to make sure it blends. And there we go. And voila, we are done. I think it makes a huge difference on my under eyes. And I would super recommend this to anybody that wants like a low maintenance, everyday polished look without wearing a full face. And I don't think this is, you know, 3 products, unless you count moisturizer, and that's 4. But I don't think I could ask for anything else. I really, really like it. Okay, next we have this viral Fenty Beauty product right here. So it's the Fenty Beauty lipstick. It's the High Shine formula. This is in Gloss Bomb Stick, and it's in Riri 05. I've also seen people use it with Fussy. That's another shade. I actually have the Fussy lip gloss, but I don't have that shade. I was gonna get it, but it was sold out. So I figured I'd use the Riri because I had seen this used as well. And then this is supposedly to be the true star of the show. It's a Fenty lip liner, and it's called Thugs with a Z Blush 2. And this was also sold out at a bunch of places, but I was able to find it. I have not used it yet. So this will be the first time that I use it. We'll be using it together. And apparently this is just like thebomb.com. This is supposed to be the best lip liner you can use. And this combo is supposed to be super, super gorgeous. So here you go. Like I said, haven't used it before. Again, disclaimer, not great at makeup, but here we are. Let's go around the bottom. Okay, we'll do a little shading. Okay. Okay, first of all, super smooth. I really like the formula. It is a little bit harder to do because I am looking at my phone instead of the mirror, so it's kind of hard to see. So it's not the best application I've ever done. Don't make fun of me too much. But we'll take that, and then we'll take this Riri and see what it looks like. Okay. Full transparency. I'm unsure. I think it's super pretty. But I think it seems really dark. And I don't know, maybe I just, like I said, I didn't do the best application because I keep looking at my phone versus the mirror, but I don't think the application isn't the color. Okay, this might be our first fail. I love this lipstick. I love the formula, but I think this color is too dark for me. So maybe I do need to go out and look for Fussy because I think Fussy is a lighter shade. So maybe this is, you know, just not my color. I don't necessarily think it looks bad, but this is one that if you like this type of shade, it's fantastic formula. And I think it does go like practically perfectly together. I mean, you can't really ask for anything else than that color match, but I think I'm too pale for it. I don't know. Maybe I don't have the confidence. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Is it a good look? Is it not? Let me know. I'm unsure about this product. I think it's a good product. I just don't know if it's for me. What do you think? Okay, and we have our final product. So it is the Peta Jane Self-Tanning Mousse in dark. And let me tell you, this is blowing up my feed. So I saw it for the first time on a video Mariah Robinson did. I think she might have put it on her Instagram stories even. I don't even know if it was a full-blown video, but she mentioned it and I saw it and I was like, oh, that's cool. I know who she is, blah, blah, blah. No big deal, didn't think twice about it. I guess, like, I mean, I don't guess, we know, like, Instagram listens. And it knew that I was a little bit interested, and next thing I know, it is all over my feed. I can't escape it. So finally, I just bit the bullet and bought it. So I have not used it yet. This is the first, you know, go around here. So I'm about to get in the shower, take a shower, put it on, and I'm gonna take a before picture. I'm gonna take one right now, and then I'll take an after picture tomorrow morning so you guys can kind of see after it develops what it looks like, and I'll kind of give you my thoughts. But as of right now, I will say it's on the more expensive side of self-tanners, but that doesn't always mean anything because some of them are pretty affordable and they're still do a really good job. But right now, I like the color of the container. It's supposed to have no smell, which, you know, my husband would appreciate a ton. He hates the smell of self-tanner, but I can't guarantee anything. So we're gonna try this out together in just a few minutes, and I will be back in the morning to tell you how it goes. So time to recap on the Peta Jane Self-Tanner Mousse. So first of all, I don't actually remember if I told you guys this, but Peta Jane used to be on Dancing with the Stars, so she's like an expert at self-tanning because she had to tan for, you know, all of her different recitals, all of the different shows, all that. So she tanned all the time and got tired of there not being a tanning product that was, you know, made for her life and didn't have quite so many issues, because there's pros and cons to pretty much all the self-tanning products, and I've used a lot of them. So one of the big things and the reasons why I wanted to try this one in particular was there's no smell. I didn't smell anything. My husband said there still was a smell. It was just different. So I don't know. You can kind of take that how you want. I'm really happy with the color payoff. I'll do a side-by-side for you guys. I have it on right now, obviously. You know, I will say it's not super beginner friendly, so it dries extraordinarily fast on the skin when you're putting it on. So if you don't know exactly what you're doing, then you will make a mess of it. So if you've never self-tanned before, I would not recommend this self-tanner. But if you're more advanced or you know, kind of experienced with it, I do think it's a great one, especially if you don't want to limit that smell aspect of it. And one positive of it driving so fast is it doesn't get on your clothes, your bedding, or anything like that, because once it's on your skin, I mean, it's poof, almost instantly dry. So just keep that in mind. But overall, I think it's a really good self-tanner to try. And I think that, like I said, if you have that experience in self-tanning, I think it's a good one to kind of go. I went with dark, and I think it is a good color for like everyday wear for me, but it is not dark enough for me to go on like vacation or anything like that. But generally, I don't do those myself. I'll get that done by somebody else anyway. Overall, though, I think that I will continue to use it, and I'm happy with the product. So our viral ventures have come to an end. And so far, I would say that honestly, overall, I think it was a success. Some of the stuff didn't work out exactly as I had planned, but honestly, a lot of the products I tried, I think were worth the hype. And some of them, it wasn't the issue with the product, aka you, Mayleys, you need to read the fine print for which they still haven't provided. So I think if you see something enough and you think you'd actually use it or like it, I think it's worth a try. I do think it's really important to read those descriptions and those return policies, so that way if it doesn't work out, you know what you can and can't do. But overall, this edition of the internet made me buy it was successful. You can let me know if you want me to do more of this, or if there's something else you want to see from me. Just go ahead and put that down in the comments. While you're down there, just go ahead and like and subscribe. And otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.